Hey, what is up guys? It's Brendan here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to add a countdown timer on your Shopify store for free. So step-by-step tutorial exactly how to add that countdown timer, which is an excellent piece for marketing, whether it be a sale, a site-wide sale, or a discount that you're currently running, especially with Black Friday right around the corner. Makes sense to have the ability to add those countdown timers, whether it be a bar or a little block. This is what we're going to be going through here in today's tutorial. And of course, before we dive into things, of course, if you don't already have a Shopify store, you go and check out that first link down below in the video description. That's brendanvleski.com/Shopify. We'll take you right over to this page here where you can get started with a Shopify free trial. Again, that's that first link down below in the video description. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the tutorial. So in order to add a countdown timer to your Shopify store, you will need to install a third-party app. However, this app that we're going to be going through in today's video is available completely for free, and I will leave a link in the video description. But before we do that, I would recommend going to your Shopify dashboard and making sure that you are actually logged in to your Shopify store. Next, you can either come up here and search for the GSC countdown timer bar. It's essentially a bar and a block, so it's a couple different options that you do have in terms of how it appears, and then you can click here for it and search for it in the Shopify App Store. Alternatively, you can also just click the link in the video description, which will take you over to this page here. Now, also make sure that you're logged into your Shopify store. As you can see up here, I have the test store for tutorials logged in, and this is on the Shopify App Store. Now, this app is the GSC Countdown Timer Bar. So essentially, this is a timer bar, but it also allows you to add large and small banners with coupons and buttons. So essentially, how it looks is, as you can see here, this is like a Black Friday mega sale. So you can add the countdown timer as well as like a savings percentage, just to kind of, get people to look at it. So you have the option of doing a countdown timer bar. You also have the option of doing a small block that is available on a specific product page as well. As you can see, like time is ticking, so you can set like days, hours, minutes, and seconds. And you also have a large one that you could have like sort of on your home page to display as well. So you have a couple different options in terms of what the overall look and feel of the countdown timer is, as you can see here. And you're able to customize it as well. They do have some presets that we'll be going through as well, but you can customize them too, and we're going to be adding that all to the Shopify store. Now, currently, I am using the Dawn theme on Shopify, so this does work with that theme. I imagine it does work for a lot of other themes. I'm just using the most popular free theme available on Shopify, so this should work for you as well, as long as you're using sort of the newest up-to-date themes on Shopify. Again, this is completely free, available completely for free. As you can see here. And so next step is to go ahead and install this on your Shopify store. So all you have to do is click this big black button here and click the install button. And then this, because you're signed into your store already, should automatically just bring you right to this page here where you can then click the next install button for the Get Site Control Countdown Timer. And then that will install this app on your Shopify store. I would also recommend, once you're on this page here on the left-hand side, go ahead and pin this to your navigation just so that you don't lose track of where it is, because sometimes the Shopify apps, it can be a little bit difficult or challenging to find the actual app once you've installed it. So if you pin it, it'll be available here on your navigation. Now, to get started with this process, we're going to just go ahead and follow it step-by-step through the app onboarding process. So as you can see, let's get started. Create your first timer widget, choose the widget type, and place them wherever your theme allows. So you could do the small one, the bar, or the large. We're going to be going through all of them in this tutorial just to give you an idea of what all of them look like. So we're going to start with the small one, and that's sort of what you would expect to see maybe on like a product page or something like that. So this is sort of like a basic default one. You can also edit the text here if you want. You can easily go through here and edit the font, the size, the styling, and everything. They do also have some presets. So if you're, setting up time is ticking, grab the discount while you can, things like that. You can also then paste your discount codes here. I have a whole separate video on how to create different discount codes, but essentially, you go in, you click this button here, or this link here. It will take you to the discount creator. Once you create that code, then you just paste the code here if you would like to add maybe a discount code to your timer as well. So this can be also a great way to add additional coupons and make them just more visible on your Shopify store. So, you can go with a variety of the different templates and design options. You can also customize it to your specific liking as well. Or if you don't necessarily want the coupon, you can always go through here and kind of just like delete certain things if you don't want everything laid out that way. So in this case, if you just click the I there, as you can see, that would hide that coupon if you just want it to be a like timer. If you just want a timer, I would recommend being truthful with these timers in terms of making sure that they are accurate to the discounts that you go and create, or the type of sale that you're running, or the promotion you're running. I would make them, honest countdown timers. So you can go through here. You can edit the time, the days, the minutes, the seconds. You can also set it to be hours, minutes, seconds, minutes, seconds. Most people do typically do days. And then you can go ahead and edit the overall styling here. And then if you want to actually edit the timer here, you can make this an evergreen timer. So it shows that it's constantly always like 72 hours remaining, and you start the timer again. Depending on the type of store that you're running, the type of sales you're running, maybe that makes sense for you if you kind of want to create some sort of urgency, but I would recommend being truthful with it, creating real urgency. Otherwise, it's just going to be a bit of a lie, more or less, if you're just, constantly like, this is the end of day sale. It does kind of work at the end of the day. I get it. But it's up to you what kind of marketing tactics you want to use with these countdown timers. You can edit it and do whatever you want here. As far as, starting a timer again in a day, or restarting the timer, or, when the timer ends, you just hide it. So you have a lot of different options there. You can set the specific hours. So as you can see, it'll go up or down if you, change the hours left. 38 hours. You add certain hours, minutes, or you can do it to a specific day and time as well. So you can set it to a fixed date. Maybe if you have a certain thing going live on your site at a certain day or a certain sale, you can also do that there. So next, what we're going to do with this small timer, we're going to go ahead and leave it on the evergreen one in this case. Again, if you want to edit the presets, stylings, you can go through here and edit the styles. You can edit the actual content as well as the timer. You can also click and drag and move these around too if you wanted to add, maybe a button to as well to it. Kind of change some of the layout. We're going to just keep it pretty basic in this tutorial. Of course, feel free to edit these components however you want. It's pretty easy and straightforward to go through here, click, change colors, maybe update the background, things like that. Now, next, what we're going to do is go ahead and click save. So we've saved the widget. And then next, what we're going to do is go ahead and copy the ID and then click add to theme. We're going to go ahead and add this to a product page. So it will then take you into the theme editor. And this is where we're going to go ahead and add this block to the actual product page on the store. Now, this is the default template for a product. If you wanted to apply this only to certain products, you would need to create a separate template for each of those products. But if you wanted to just appear across every product in your Shopify store, you're just going to scroll down here. As you can see here, we have the timer widget, as it's already been added to the Shopify store. As you can see, the widget will be hidden on the storefront. So if we go to if we go to any product, just even at the moment, let's just say we go to the beanie. As you can see, it's currently hidden because we don't have a timer added yet. But if we go in and we go ahead and paste the widget ID that we copied from the app, it will then load the widget inside the timer widget block. As you can see here, time is ticking. And then if you do want to move it up above the other elements on the page, I'll show you that in just a second. Because if we do just refresh based on where the default is, it's kind of like down here on the page, which isn't exactly, where probably most people would necessarily want their countdown timer. So what you can do is go here and you can go ahead and select the timer widget. I would do it from the left-hand side. It's actually easier. And you just go ahead and drag it. You can drag it above the share button. You could drag it all the way up above even the product description. And so then it would appear there under time is ticking. As you can see, I do have some other widgets here that are kind of clogging this up in this case. We're going to go ahead and move it above that other widget. You can even add it right above, or maybe just below the buy button would kind of make the most sense, in my opinion. You know, maybe just below it or above it, something like that. Again, if you wanted to get rid of the time is ticking section. So as you can see now, if we go ahead and click save, back to the product page, as you can see, it is now moved up a bit. So you could also, you know, feel free to edit this any which way you want in terms of, you know, getting rid of maybe the time is ticking section, maybe get rid of some of the additional text and maybe just keep it basic with the days, hours, minutes. Again, this is just the very basic option. You have all the other kind of styling options that you want. You could also drag it even higher. You could also add it right above the buy it now button too if you wanted to. All you have to do is come over here to the left-hand side and go ahead and drag the widget up. And this is again underneath the default product, and it is under the template information, under the product information. And you know, you have your title. As you can see here, you have the pricing, variance, quantity, and then we have the timer widget. We go ahead and click save. We go back to the product page, refresh it. So as you can see, if you wanted to put it above the buy it now button, you could also do that there too. So you kind of have a few different options as far as however you want to place it, and that's how you do it. And all you have to do is go ahead and click save on the top right hand corner, and it will then save that specific timer widget on your product page. If you go to like any product, essentially, because this is just a singular timer, if you go to any product on your Shopify store, it will appear with the same timer. So, you know, maybe you want to apply this to certain collections, or maybe if you just want like a mass, hey, you know, Black Friday sale, time is ticking, you can easily add that to here to the product page. It will automatically add it to every single product on your store. So that does help, you know, maybe save some time in terms of adding it. It will automatically add it to every product page, which is pretty cool too with Shopify. Now, in terms of adding the other types of timers, so we've added the small timer. We're going to go ahead and then add the other timer as well. So we're going to go ahead, if you want to add a new one, we're going to go ahead and click create widget. We're going to go ahead and add the bar next. As you can see, time is ticking. We're going to go with like maybe a more styled one in this time, just because I think it looks a little bit cooler. You know, time is ticking. You know, you have a few different options as far as like the look and feel. They have, honestly, I really do like the templates that they have here. Let's go with a red one just because it's a little bit more vibrant. You can make it sticky or static. I prefer sticky personally, and I prefer it on the top. You could also put it on the bottom too if you would like. You could go ahead and add, you know, change out the kind of the text, the information if you want as well. Next, what we're going to do is go ahead and click activate. Maybe we need to click save. Okay, it did save it. We go ahead and click activate, and then this will bring us into the editor. Timer bar activated. So, and then we just have to click save. So we have enabled the app embed here. And as you can see here, we do need to actually enable it. So we go back here on the bar, come back here, click enable. Maybe we refresh this here. Okay, see, so now there we go. Now it is loading. And now I would probably recommend maybe disabling your standard announcement bar, just because if you're going to be using the countdown timer bar, you maybe don't necessarily want two announcement bars. You know, that's up to you to decide if you do want that or don't want that. But all you have to do, if you want to disable the regular announcement bar on Shopify, all you have to do is make sure you're on your home page, and then on the header, you just click this little eye icon, and that will get rid of the regular announcement bar, just if you don't want two of them. You could have two if you want. You know, keep maybe your free shipping thing, and then you have the actual sale one, and then you just go ahead and click save. So make sure, as you saw before under the theme, under the app embed section, again, just make sure that this is checked, and then that will be on, and then make sure that you have actually enabled the bar here within the app for the countdown timer. We can go ahead and close that there now. Make sure that it is enabled here. And then we're going to go ahead and take a look at the store page. We're going to go back to the home page. And as you can see here now, time is ticking, sale ends with the time, and save 35%. Now, of course, this would typically copy the actual discount code either to the clipboard. I have not enabled a discount code, but that will then appear here as a discount timer across your entire store. This is excellent for Black Friday, honestly, in my opinion, like for different types of sales. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that if you do make this a top sticky one, as you can see, you kind of scroll down a little bit, it will sort of block a little bit of the header if you also have a sticky header on the scroll, or not, if you go back to scroll up and then the header shows, it may block some of it. So do keep that in mind. That's maybe why some people would maybe want to put this time is ticking sale on the bottom. If you would prefer to not accidentally like block any of your header, maybe you put the position to the bottom. And then we go back to the store, refresh it here, and see now when you look at the header, when you go to scroll back up, it won't be blocking it because you don't have two different things blocked. There's nothing blocking it, right? So that might be one reason to maybe do it this way. And as you can see here, we have the sale tag, which honestly I think looks really nice as a discount timer. Again, that is what that looks like there. And then if we want to go ahead and add the third style, all we have to do is go ahead, go back here, create the widget, and go ahead and create the page wide banner. And this is great for, like a home page or something like that. If you have a big flash sale or something, so you can kind of go with a lot of different options in terms of the look and feel. You could do something like that. A big exclusive deal. You could do a flash sale, like a Black Friday type sale. That's what they have here listed. You also have just a lot of different styles and options. Again, you can go ahead and edit the images here, edit the fonts, edit the styles. I'm not going to spend too much time on that here, obviously, in this video, because you could edit and customize the colors however you want, or just use some of their basic templates as well if you want to, and kind of just go from there. We're going to go ahead and go with this one here. I think this one looks kind of cool. We're going to go ahead and click save. So we've saved it. We're going to go ahead and click copy ID. So again, we've saved it. We copy the ID, and this will automatically copy it to your clipboard. And then we're going to go ahead and click add to theme. Now you could add this to the cart page, password page, other pages. We're just going to go ahead and add this to the home page, and this will save the widget. And then we're going to go, as you can see here, it's loading up the theme editor for the home page. And then we do have a standard image banner here. But as you can see on the left-hand side, we have the timer widget. If we scroll all the way down, it will have added the timer widget to the bottom. As you can see, it's currently blank because we do need to click on the timer widget and go ahead and then click Control V, and that will then paste in the widget ID code. And then boom, as you can see, we now have our timer widget added to the store. I would recommend probably, clicking and moving this around. It will automatically add it to the bottom of your homepage. So if you want it to be higher, you just go ahead and click the hamburger, or like the 6 dots. As you can see, we can just go ahead and drag it up higher and higher on the homepage. I do have a lot of stuff on this store already. Now I get a lot of people probably would kind of want this at the top here. Now, depending on the color of your store, as you can see, this one, the image is a little bit cut off, so it's not necessarily, if you wanted to add different styling and things like that, you can go ahead and go back and edit the widget on the actual editor here. Maybe if you wanted to edit the background, make the width higher or the spacing better. Maybe add some more padding and things like that. You can go through here and kind of play with it a little bit. You can add a different image, upload, different colors and things like that. Obviously you want the background or no background. And you just go ahead and click save, and it will automatically save it to that specific, widget code that we've added. Now we're not going to actually edit any of those changes that we made. They're now all enabled, and we go back here. We've already clicked saved on the template apps timer widget. So we've saved it there. And then if you did want to add like other blocks or other widgets, other timers, you could also do that there if you wanted to. But we've gone ahead, click save. We're gonna go back to the Shopify store on the home page. And then we're going to refresh it. As you can see here, now it's loading in with the flash sale, 2 days, save 35%. So as you can see, the margins are a little bit off on this one. You will need to edit some of that to make it like the full width style. If that's what you want, you don't necessarily have to if you just want to kind of keep it kind of boxed in and contained. But that's essentially how you add countdown timers to your Shopify store. All 3 different kinds. Again, you have it on the product pages. You have it on the home page. You also have the bar. Personally, my favorite is probably the bar just because it's very visible. It's essentially everywhere on the site and people will constantly be looking at it. It's a very hot zone. Just having it on that bar, it's like it's constantly visible. The product page can also be a nice spot too. Or if you are running a certain type of promotion, on the front and center on the homepage, the first thing people see. I get this style maybe isn't necessarily the best, but you could go ahead and play around with all the different styles. But essentially, it functionally works. You have, the days, hours, minutes, and seconds with the flash sale. Catch this exclusive deal. That's how you go about adding it. If you do want to edit any of these at the moment, you just go ahead, click the 3 dots, click edit. And you can easily, copy the ID, duplicate it, edit, delete it, and that's it. That's all that you have to do for the GSC countdown timer. So that's how you add countdown timers to your Shopify store. Pretty easy setup, pretty free as well, which is also nice. That's always nice. So guys, I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Again, if you don't already have a Shopify store, you can go and check out that first link down below in the video description. That's brandonvalesky.com/Shopify. Take you right over to this page here where you can get started with a Shopify free trial. Again, that's that first link down below in the video description. If you guys found this tutorial helpful or enjoyed it, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway, guys, that is all for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.